Alcohol is deeply ingrained in our culture, celebrations, relaxation, social events. While moderate consumption is often debated, for many people, that line between social drinking and organ damage is crossed long before they realize it. The sad truth is, alcohol quietly attacks the cardiovascular system, often giving subtle warnings that are mistakenly blamed on stress, age, or poor sleep. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 specific, measurable signs that indicate your alcohol consumption, even if it's not daily, is actively compromising your heart, damaging your vessels, and driving up your risk for serious, long-term conditions. Good day, and welcome to Heart and Health. I'm Dr. Ed, a cardiologist. We need to understand how alcohol works in the body. Alcohol is a direct cardiac toxin. While it initially acts as a vasodilator, opening vessels, the subsequent effects are damaging and it interferes with your body's electrical and hydraulic systems. The resulting conditions, like hypertension and atrial fibrillation, creep up on you. We are going to look beyond the obvious symptoms of a hangover and focus on the physiological red flags that tell us the damage is happening deep within your system. Disclaimer: please remember that the information shared in this video is for educational and awareness purposes only. These suggestions are not a substitute for professional medical advice. Viewers should always consult with their physician or a healthcare professional before making serious changes to their consumption habits or medication regimen. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more health tips. Sign 1. Rebound hypertension. The first sign, and one of the most common, is rebound hypertension. Alcohol is initially a vasodilator, meaning it briefly lowers blood pressure. Many people even feel relaxed when drinking. However, a few hours later, your body reacts with a surge of stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol to counteract the alcohol. This surge causes a rebound effect, where your blood pressure spikes higher than it was before you drank, often happening in the early morning hours while you are supposed to be resting. If you notice your morning blood pressure readings are consistently elevated the day after drinking, even moderate amounts, that is your heart screaming about the acute stress. This rebound effect seriously disrupts the vital nocturnal dip, the natural pressure drop needed for heart recovery. Consistent rebound hypertension is a clear sign that alcohol is overloading your system. Sign 2. The holiday heart phenomenon. The second critical sign is an irregular, fluttering heart rhythm, known clinically as atrial fibrillation, AFib, often referred to as the holiday heart phenomenon. This typically occurs after a single episode of heavy drinking or following a weekend of sustained consumption. AFib is the most common heart arrhythmia, and it significantly increases your risk of stroke. Alcohol directly irritates the heart's electrical system, causing the upper chambers to quiver instead of beating efficiently. If you ever feel a sudden, profound racing heart, a fluttering sensation, dizziness, or shortness of breath after consuming alcohol, this is a severe warning that your consumption is interfering with your heart's electrical stability. This requires immediate medical attention and is a strong signal that alcohol is directly toxic to your cardiac muscle. Sign 3. Unexplained shortness of breath and swelling. The third sign is a less obvious one, often masked as aging or simple weight gain. Unexplained shortness of breath and new or worsened swelling, edema, in your lower legs or feet. Alcohol is a major contributor to cardiomyopathy, which is the weakening of the heart muscle. Over time, alcohol toxicity impairs the heart's ability to pump blood effectively, causing fluid to back up into the lungs, shortness of breath, and the legs, swelling. Furthermore, alcohol directly contributes to fluid retention by disrupting kidney function and hormone balance. If you find yourself frequently winded after minimal exertion or notice your socks are leaving deep, persistent indents in your skin, this could indicate that your heart muscle's pumping strength is being compromised by long-term alcohol use. Sign 4. Skyrocketing triglycerides and visceral fat. The fourth sign appears on your standard blood panel: significantly elevated triglycerides. Alcohol is essentially liquid sugar. The liver processes it rapidly, converting the excess calories and sugar into fat. This leads to a dramatic, chronic elevation of triglycerides and, often, the accumulation of dangerous visceral fat around your organs. Elevated triglycerides are a direct marker of metabolic syndrome, inflammation, and insulin resistance, all of which accelerate plaque formation and hypertension. If your annual lab work consistently shows high triglycerides despite attempts at improving your diet, your alcohol intake is likely the primary, unaddressed culprit. This is a clear, measurable sign that your drinking is fueling systemic metabolic dysfunction, directly accelerating your cardiovascular disease risk. Sign 5. Gastrointestinal distress and vitamin deficiency. The final sign is an indirect one, linked to nutritional health: persistent gastrointestinal distress coupled with key vitamin deficiencies. Chronic alcohol consumption severely damages the gut lining and impairs the body's ability to absorb vital nutrients. For cardiovascular health, the most critical deficiencies are magnesium and the B vitamins, especially thiamine. Magnesium is essential for relaxing blood vessels and regulating heart rhythm. Thiamine deficiency can, in severe cases, directly lead to a form of heart failure. If you experience chronic indigestion, bloating, or your lab tests show deficiencies despite eating well, your alcohol consumption is compromising your body's ability to absorb the very nutrients your heart needs to function optimally. To recap, watch for these 5 crucial signs that your alcohol consumption is damaging your heart. 1. Rebound hypertension. 2. The holiday heart phenomenon. 3. Unexplained shortness of breath and swelling. 4. Skyrocketing triglycerides. And 5. Gastrointestinal distress and vitamin deficiency. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, you must reduce or eliminate alcohol immediately and speak with your doctor. Your prevention blueprint is simple. Use these signs as measurable evidence that your body needs a break. If you found this video empowering, please consider subscribing to Heart and Health. That button helps us reach more people who need this vital information. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these signs were you most surprised by? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care of your heart.